Mad Dog and the young upcoming star Chi Cruz, both of these men heading into the semifinal round of the heavyweight championship of the WFWA. And I got to hand it over to the French Mad Dog. The fans are all pulling for you here. This is the man you're taking on. What do you have to say to him?
I only got one thing to say. Chi, you're a young man. You want to become a star. That's fine with me. But first, you're going to face the Mad Dog. And the Mad Dog is not going to let you win over me because the championship belt is on the line. And Chi, let me tell you one thing. When I be finished with you, there'll be marks and scars all over you. They're going to be the Mad Dog scars.
Well, you're laughing now, Chi Cruz. I don't know if you'll be laughing in the ring when you take on this man, a very different sort of wrestler.
Shut up! This guy, all he does is bite and scratch and claw. Well, I can do that too, and I just will.
That's very nice. Let's go and try it out. Let the best man win. Let's
the
try
best
it.
man win.
I'm the
It'll
Mad
be
Dog.
me, I guarantee.
Well, let's not settle it here. I'm Dave Davis with more WFWA action coming up.
Introducing the combatants. First of all, in the corner to our left, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 239 pounds, Chi Cruz. He is accompanied by his partner, the Frog. Together they make the Untouchables. And their opponent for tonight comes from Montreal, Quebec. He now makes his home in Winnipeg, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, the French Mad Dog!
Round 2 of this WFWA Championship tournament. The winner of this one to meet none other than Akam Singh for the heavyweight crown here in the WFWA. It's the French Mad Dog taking on East LA's own Chi Cruz. Of course, his partner, the Frog, at ringside. These two men are never apart. Referee Dave Goebel is going to have his hands full with this one, I'm sure.
Now, we've been waiting around for about 2 minutes now, and Chi Cruz has not even entered the ring yet. His partner, the Frog, has a number of times to hassle the ref, to do a sight job on the French Mad Dog. And here we go, some action.
We're in for a good one here, I tell you. 2 of the top contenders in the WFWA. Chi Cruz and the French Mad Dog. The winner to meet Akam Singh for the heavyweight crown of the world.
Well, this is very exciting, and this has got to be a glorious day for the French Mad Dog. I don't know if there are a lot of people out there who thought because of his small size, his small stature, that he could have advanced this far in a tournament round, beating some of the men that he has. As we know, a couple of weeks ago, he took on the Natural, one of the finest wrestlers in North America, and the Puppy Dog just ate him right up.
The French Mad Dog's been around for a long time, about 20 years, a professional wrestler, and still going on strong.
And he's got the crowd on his side, too. This must be a glorious day for him. He's 1 win away from challenging for the heavyweight championship of the WFWA against Akam Singh. But here's the fiery young individual from Hollywood, California, East Los Angeles to be precise, Chi Cruz.
Well, I don't know if Chi Cruz is going about it the right way to mix it up like that with the dog. The dog's probably the best when it comes to kicking, gouging, and stomping. Cruz might want to go to the aerial maneuvers. He's very good at them. I don't know why he throws the rule book out the window, but he does.
Well, you're absolutely right, Joe. That's a very insightful comment, because when it comes to going toe-to-toe, you know about the French Mad Dog. We heard about what he did to Bart Steiger a number of weeks ago in an alleyway. And we've seen what he did to the Natural in the last couple of weeks. Ate him up for a dog's breakfast, as it were.
Well, so did the Sheik. I don't want to take anything away from the Natural, but it was more of a miscue by his own manager, believe it or not. But, of course, there were hugs and kisses to end that romance for the Natural and the Golden Sheik. But right now, Chi Cruz going to work on the dog.
There's the dog firing back with a couple of shots of his own. He knows this is one of perhaps his last shot at glory, his last chance to hold a major league title. He knows that he's going to have to give it his all, but Chi Cruz, a young performer just at the opposite end of the scale in terms of experience, knows that this is his big chance to catch the promoter's eye himself. He wants to move on to that final as well.
I'll tell you, Chi Cruz, you know, I may have said he should go to those aerial maneuvers, but he's not doing too badly right now by throwing that book out the window.
Yeah, but it's a fool's game, Joe. He's not going to win this way because the dog's just going to eat him up if he keeps it down on the ground. Take a look at that, a big knee, and Cruz is not silly.
Well, there you go. The dog must have heard you. He's regaining his senses. And a nice shot there, a big right, and another one for good measure. Cruz coming across the ring now. The dog with a big knee, a 360 there by Chi Cruz.
You know what I think? I think the dog's taking over here. I think he's played his game plan to perfection. We might see another major league upset and see the French Mad Dog advance to the finals. There's no stopping him now, Joe. I'd lay my money on him. The fans love him, and he's got all the momentum on his side. Cruz has played a fool's game.
The dog going to work there. Working on that neck, the chin, and stretching the mouth out a bit. A facial manicure, or whatever you want to call it.
It was a fool's game. He had a chance to open it up early when the frog was distracting the Mad Dog. Now it's all the dog. The dog is on top of Cruz, grinding him for a headlock.
A 2 count there. The French Mad Dog hold on to that headlock right now. Fans, don't forget, coming up in a couple of short weeks, you will see the championship match between the winner of this one taking on Akam Singh from Karachi, Pakistan for the WFWA heavyweight crown. And stay tuned for the WFWA on tour throughout Canada, through parts of Alberta, Saskatchewan, of course, Prince Albert, Yorkton, the Battlefords. We've been there before, some great crowd support. We'll be back in the near future. Stay tuned for that. Manitoba, Ontario. Some beautiful arm drags there by the French Mad Dog.
Well, he's tying Cruz up in knots. Take a look at the look on the French Mad Dog's face. He can see it. It's in his grasp. One more victory, and he's going on to the championship round against the high flyer, Akam Singh. And what a match that would be. A brawler against a high flyer. That's exactly the type of matches that promoters love to sign. That's exactly the type of match that audiences love to watch. We're seeing a tremendous action here in the WFWA. Watch for us when we come to your town.
The dog still working over that arm of Chi Cruz. I don't know how much feeling Cruz has left in that left arm, but he's shaking it off right now after an eye gouge.
And I do have to apologize for the fans if I seem to be getting a little too excited. I don't want to sound like a homer, but you've got to be able to share in the excitement of the Mad Dog. One step away from the championship. All he has to do is pin Cruz's arms.
It reminds me a lot of the Lanny McDonald incident with the Calgary Flames after winning their first major title. Lanny McDonald, first time through being a champion. And what a great feeling. The French Mad Dog.
Look at this!
Oh, beautiful back body drop that sends Cruz halfway across the ring.
This is what the dog loves to do. Rip and tear, dog, rip and tear. Take a look at this!
Oh, and the frog has just laid referee Dave Goebel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're going to see a travesty of justice. Goebel has no idea that it was the frog who came into the ring.
The dog picking him up slam after slam. Referee Dave Goebel is right out of it. Couple of knee drops and the dog going for a pin. Oh, and a shot.
No question that the frog has interfered time and time again in this match. Whether Goebel has seen it or not, we'll only know in a few seconds' time. I can see this shaping up to be very bad news for the dog. Very bad news indeed.
What a sportsman the frog is after setting up his own partner. You just saw a misjustice here in the world of professional wrestling.
This is terrible. This is going to have to be appealed.
The French Mad Dog getting the decision taken away from underneath them.
This is going to have to be appealed.
Your winner, Chi Cruz.